All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Ready?
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Set, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Set. 60 or.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
2nd and 14. Got his man. It's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Ready? 50, plant.
Check, 55,
Come on, D. Hit it.
They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Ready, break.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
You.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mariota. And caught by Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mariota hands to Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
I'm coming after you. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line. That's the
6-0 our score after 1.
6. Titans nothing.
Where are they, team?
Check pass. Check pass.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Smart. Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. I don't think you got it, son. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Here we go.
Mariota now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll roll him out right. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Now.
2nd and 10. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And Eifert has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw. He shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
X3, 2X, go.
They'll look to throw here. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards, but it brings up 3rd down.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
1. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
1. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Mariota. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 15. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks, cracks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, let's get there. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
From the 44, Mariota is going to, it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Antonio Callaway, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd and 14.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed Around 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throw it, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hakeem Butler as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. You get right.
Now Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Ready? Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. One. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Know your job.
Throwing on second down. Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
97's the mic.
On third down, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is fielded at the 27th. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Let's go. 97, let's go.
Throwing is Mariota. He'll rifle this one. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Reset, tight right. Key 39, 39. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get in there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Here's Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On second down, Mariota again. Open man completes it to Butler. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Titans first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
One. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Mariota now. The quick slant caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Coming to you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check three. One.
Now Davis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Mike Davis. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
34. Bengals 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They begin with a run by Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
You better bring it. 3. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. In your face. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the screen. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. You go night. Don't go night.
Mariota. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota. He's got his man. It's Butler. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
Mariota now from the 50. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Check your hot read.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Davis will try to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They keep it with Davis on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession. The football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd
Tight
down.
to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 97's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Titans,